Yeah, I do really feel lucky to be here today, to be part of this excellent journal and to be here in Maryland. As it happened, my granddaughter had her first birthday yesterday, so in Rockville. So we were here visiting, and the stars aligned. And I'm really proud to be here and share my contribution to the journal with you and a couple of other short poems. So the poem that is in the journal, it's about John Berryman, and it's a poem that was inspired by a little snippet that appears in one of the biographies of John Berryman. It's by Paul Mariani, and the sentence is kind of the epigraph to the poem, and this is the what we find in the bio. In desperation, he took the only job he could find, selling encyclopedias door to door. By the end of the second day, without having placed a single order, trembling and half mad, in his words, he quit in disgust. Well, I thought that was just a little too tempting to pass up. You know, what would it have been like for John Berryman to try to sell encyclopedias door to door for those 2 days? And what would it have been like to open your door to John Berryman with a sales pitch? I mean, probably nobody knew who he was, but it's interesting for us to speculate. And I guess this poem is a speculation about what those moments would have been like. So I'm going to switch to better reading glasses, and because I'm a grandpa. And here it is, John Berryman, Encyclopedia Salesman. Rumpled and feckless, slumped among dutiful commuters in smart suits, John Berryman rides the crosstown train. His remit, peddling encyclopedias door to door. Oh, how his mood sours upon arrival, the moment of silent clamor before doors release and weighty bodies press for expulsion. Now the platform, now the turnstile, now the stairwell echoing with a blind busker's blues as he ascends to an avenue bustling with commercial purpose. What's he doing here, wasting his time, trembling and half mad amid the droning procession? Can he really bear one more tenement day wandering the poorly lit warrens wherein dim-witted doors open to the smell of bacon grease and backed-up plumbing? His sales pitch, an elegant quatrain, avails him nothing. Better to malinger, shirk the charade, celebrate the day's seizure. Henceforth nothing must forestall the ardent singing of his dreams. And I'd also like to share with you a couple of poems from the volume of poetry that Chelsea mentioned, Americana Motel. I am carrying flyers with a little information about the books of nonfiction and the book of poetry. If anyone would like one, you can see me, and I'll be happy to share that information with you. So Americana Motel, the title would suggest something related to travel and the road, and in fact, quite a number of poems do have that as their setting. And I thought I'd share a couple of those because it's summertime, and you know it's the time of year for the great American road trip. So here are a couple of poems that relate to that. The first one is about an erstwhile roadside attraction out west in the Route 66 days. It was called Hopi House. It was kind of a motel, gas station, trading post complex. And this poem is a sort of wistful memory of that roadside attraction. Hopi House. There's nothing left of Hopi House, rest stop for the road weary, 10 miles west of Winslow on old Route 66. The diner served up hotcakes and sausage links. Cowboy music played on a radiant jukebox. My brother colored the paper placemat. Outside, snow flurries rode the winter wind. There's nothing left of the motel, the Texaco, the adobe facade painted with kachinas and thunderheads, Hopi women working looms and carrying pots on their heads. My father waited with the car at the pumps while a gas jockey in cap and bow tie checked oil, air, and water. There's nothing left of the trading post, the curiosities and wonders within, Navajo rugs, mineral rocks, petrified wood, a chance to see rattlesnakes under glass. My mother searched her purse for coins and let us choose one souvenir each. Mine, a polished birthstone, soon carelessly lost. There's nothing left of Hopi House, nothing at all. I stood at the crossroads where it used to be. The wind blew hard, a chill in the high desert air. The sacred mountain wavered in gritty haze. Tumbleweeds skittered across the highway. A raven lit on the rock to let me know there's nothing left, nothing at all. Mm-hmm. And so a little different take on the same basic road trip. I think this is maybe not a universal experience, but a fairly common one that young kids experienced with their parents, particularly their fathers, on road trips in years past. And I'm going to try to read this one off the phone. First time for me trying something like this. The interesting thing about this poem is that the title tells you the ending, and the poem itself never quite gets to that ending, but if you go back to the title, you know what happened. And it's called "The Car Runs Out of Gas and Mom Says I Told You So." As usual, we're cruising right along. Pop fools with the radio dial while Mom reads the signs. Almost there, 10 miles ahead. Whether 10 or 100, Pop doesn't care. We're in it for the long haul, he says, moving out and moving on. The road goes on forever and it's a free ride. Rest area, scenic view. Pop scoffs. Who needs rest? What's to see? Inertia has us in its thrall, no stopping now. A change of time zones, a change of stations, today's top hits fading to golden oldies Magic 99. Rambling man, king of the road, born to run. Come on now, sing along. You know the words to this one, don't you, boys? Here it is. Don't miss it. No services, next 100 miles. Keep on trucking. That's Pop's motto. What are you talking about? There's half a tank. We'll fill her up when we cross the line. Pop's got a hunch it's cheaper over there. Last chance gas. This is it. Exit now. In a blink we've passed it, certain there's no need, and the road ahead vanishes into a shimmering mirage, Pop's boundless dreamland where nothing can ever go wrong. Thank you.